Everyone,
we're the Sunshine Stitchers.
I'm Gary.
I'm EJ.
Gary, and I'm Shelia.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Good to have you back.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
my goodness.
I was worried that things would not go right. I even called and the phones were turned off. I was amazed. Or they just let it ring.
Actually, we just let it ring.
And you cut it out.
Yes, correct. Like, look at Gary. He's calling us in the middle of the filming.
Actually, I was sitting with the group of Southern California Stitchers that Saturday, and I set my alarm so that my alarm went off, and they said, "Oh, you got to call them to see if they turn their phones off."
Oh,
Oh, wow. Oh,
It's a great set of ladies over in California.
long distance.
yeah.
But I had a community behind me.
Right. I like the table was nice. A lot of people came.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
It was very
Nice,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, they said they normally only have like 3 or 4.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
very good.
Yeah. So it
Very
always
nice.
changes. It's different locations.
Oh,
And they
different
had
locations.
other guests too, so it was
Yeah.
really nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
So do they do this often?
Every Saturday.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us.
Yes.
And watching our video. We are about cross stitching.
And travels.
And travel.
And Chewy.
First, I'd like to start off with a correction from last week. The Inspired Needle store is in Illinois,
Yes.
and I know that.
It's because I wasn't here.
Just because Gary was not here, I made a location mistake. Yes, so the Inspired Needle is in Illinois. We also learned from a commenter that Thread Heaven was made from silicone,
Right.
and which EJ remembers that is why when they stopped making Thread Heaven, was it Thread Heaven?
I remember that.
You just said it a little while ago.
That was me.
That was you who said
Yeah.
that?
That people started using the
Oh,
swimmers
the earbuds.
We don't look that much alike.
We hang out a lot. I need a hat.
Somebody said it a little while ago.
Yes. I'm like, because I have no clue.
Okay, and we also really would like to express our appreciation
Yes,
to Jennifer
Thank
for
you.
sitting in for Gary last week. Your comments of appreciation for her work and for her showing her historical stitching is just really off the charts. Thank
Yes.
you so much, and
I
thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. I really enjoyed watching it.
Yes, she
Yeah,
was
she did a
good.
great
She
job.
was very good. Everybody liked her Satsuma Street, which was
Yeah.
done on a light fabric instead of the black. It was very helpful for a couple of commenters who'd been a little hesitant in picking up that particular chart because
Yes.
it was stitched on black,
Yeah.
and it was nice for them to see it stitched on a lighter fabric.
I think there's a lot of the patterns that they have stitched on lighter fabric, on dark fabric. I've seen people use different fabrics on, like, I think someone was using the chalkboard series. I think they've started
Yes.
doing
Yes.
that on like a dark brown.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So,
That works.
so it looks nice.
Yeah, just flexibility.
Yeah.
And some people have difficulty stitching on black, navy blue.
Yeah.
So do what is comfortable for you, and it'll work out.
Yeah,
Just sometimes you may have to change your thread colors.
Or do a little back stitching around with a darker color.
Yeah.
Or as long as your white looks good on it, that's all that really matters.
That's
There's white in there.
yeah, but mostly that's what happens.
Yeah.
And also, we must celebrate EJ's pre-finish. The finish that wasn't the finish.
Yeah. We're gonna give her a little hand for free.
A small clap, if
Yeah,
you will.
the small clap.
Yeah. Okay. Done with that.
Some of you may have noticed that we have set up a Facebook group over the past week. There's a little bit of confusion created by me because I set up a Facebook page. I was so proud of that
and
page.
it is good. It's a beautiful page.
But it wasn't what we wanted.
No.
Facebook pages don't work.
No. We wanted a group.
Yes.
So EJ stepped in and saved the day. So we now have the Sunshine Stitchers Facebook group. We have posted an event. The event is our Sunshine Stitchers Cross Stitch Cupboard Stitch at Sea, which is July 26th to August 2nd, 2020 on the Norwegian cruise line BreakAway. Ship leaves from Miami.
Correct.
It's 7 days, Western Caribbean, stopping at, they left because I always want to say Mediterranean. And I can't tell you how many times I've typed Mediterranean.
It is kind of the Mediterranean of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah, okay.
Most of the cruisers say that.
I'll accept that. But yes, it is Western Caribbean, leaving from Miami. The first day is a sea day. Then we go to Roatan. Then Harvest Caye, which is on Belize.
Correct.
Costa Maya, Cozumel.
Are we going to have the map here?
And the last day is at sea. This is a free-form cruise.
No frills.
No frills. Bring your own projects. We will stitch in the evenings on port days and have space set aside for us for sea days and evening times.
That's no stitching frills. The cruise line will still have all its.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Oh, it's normal stuff.
Yes, true.
It's not a rowboat.
No,
I don't do rowboats.
Not in any stretch of the imagination. I was watching some Flosstube this week, and I noticed that there was a question from one person concerning pricing of cabins. First off, I thought I'd take a couple of minutes to talk about cruise line pricing, which may be helpful for those of you who may be unfamiliar with cruising and cruise lines. Cruise lines will post their least expensive cabin price. That cabin price will be a per person price. It will represent the cabin, usually an inside lower level cabin. Sometimes it may be a cabin which they will assign to you at the last minute. Depending. Some cruise lines do that, where you can say, okay, I'm going to pay for the cabin, but just tell me where I am. And so you can really luck out and get a balcony, or you can be down on, let's say, the fourth level, which is fairly low.
But this cruise line is not like that, right?
If you can do that, if you take that option.
That risk.
It's a risk.
That risk.
Yeah.
It's a gamble.
If you don't care what
Where
cabin you have.
Gotcha.
If Norwegian is the only cruise line that has really promoted and created space on their ships for solo travelers. They are solo cabins. These are priced for one person. I, as a solo traveler, for the most part, if I try to sail Norwegian and get a solo cabin as often as possible, because economically it just makes sense. If I just get a regular cabin on a cruise ship, regardless of the line, I'm going to have to pay full cabin price, which means that whatever the per person price is, if it's $699 per person, I will then pay roughly $1,400 and then be in the low deck, small inside cabin.
Because you've paid for two.
I have to pay for the full cabin.
Gotcha.
All cruise lines price like this. It's not.
So they don't give you a roommate.
No.
So you don't get
Unless
a
you
roommate.
bring one with you.
Yeah,
Yes,
correct.
exactly.
Yeah.
You are responsible for who's in your cabin on the ship as well as off the ship. So again, I just want to clarify any confusion that may exist, and that it is a very common practice across cruise lines.
To post their cheapest and lowest fare
Yes.
to draw you in.
To draw you in.
Yeah.
So do you think people should on the Facebook group kind of see who they can partner up with?
That, yes.
We can do that on
Yes,
our Facebook
definitely.
group. If you need a roommate, you can certainly feel free
To post it there.
Post it there. The issue with cabin pricing is that it's always per person. They always post the lowest. There may be times when they will post the lowest for a balcony, at which point they will say only $1,249 for a balcony, and then you'll see PP. PP means
Could be obstructed
per-
view.
Yeah.
I read that. They said it may be a balcony with an obstructed view.
That's true. That is true. All cruise lines. We have a page in our local newspaper because, again, Fort Lauderdale being a major cruise center, on Sundays is all cruise news and advertising for cruises. And all of the cruise lines have their pricing and their rooms there.
And PP is for
Per person. And so you really get to see what's going on across the industry in terms of pricing for cabins and the cruise lines.
Okay.
All right, so if you have any questions, please feel free to email us at sunshinestitchers3@gmail.com. You can also post a question into the Facebook group.
Yep.
You can also post a question into the comments, and we will try to answer as many questions as possible here.
Or the lady at Norwegian, right?
Lisa Mendez.
Definitely call Lisa at Norwegian Cruise Line with any questions to reserve your cabin. She will be very
Because
helpful.
any questions to the two of us is coming from her.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
And then after you contact Lisa and make your reservations, you need to contact, if you'd like, you need to contact Karen at the Cross Stitch Cupboard for a $50
Registration fee, yes. And so we'll know you're coming.
Yes.
All right. Alrighty, so today was the last day for the Cross Stitch Cupboard Summer Contest. We showed you a video of that earlier this summer.
Correct.
So today at noon, the voting closed.
Yes.
Jay took a picture of the winners.
I took pictures of winners.
They
and
are.
Well, we have a winner here.
What?
Yay!
You get the big hand. It's a full finish.
See that? Yay, Shelia! So beach therapy.
Yes.
First place. Yes.
In the medium
Congratulations.
category.
Large, medium category.
Congratulations.
Medium.
It's a big medium.
Medium category. Yes. I was shocked. I was like, thank you
Nice.
everybody for voting for that piece.
Well, that was amazing.
Yes,
Very
it
good.
was a pleasure.
And then we'll insert pictures of the winners here.
Yeah. Okay.
Wasn't
thank
that
you.
wonderful? They're all wonderful, right?
Yes.
Congratulations to all the winners.
Yes. And we had another question, a lot of comments about the flamingo stocking that I showed last week. That is the most recent issue of the Stony Creek magazine.
Correct.
And they had 2 previous ones of Mrs. Santa Claus and Santa Claus
Yes.
in beach attire with flamingos around them. So kind of like would be
Oh, like a
Little
thing.
little thing.
Yeah.
So I can't believe you're going to stitch it?
The stocking?
She
Yeah.
never had a stocking. She's
I never
had
saw a stocking before.
I guess I just would not have thought you as a pink flamingo kind of.
It's beachy.
Yeah.
She likes stuff like that.
That's
Yes.
true.
Yeah. Well, you don't see flamingos on the beach, but it's definitely warm water. You know,
Florida. It's all
yes,
Florida.
Yes. Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So who had finishes this week? Me.
Yay!
Yay!
You had a finish. Didn't you go back and finish your pre-finish?
You
did not?
I'm going to fully finish it and bring it back.
Oh, okay.
We're going to have it. Oh, okay.
It's going to actually be a FFO.
Okay.
So we'll
All right.
wait for it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
And Gary, did you have any
Nope,
finishes?
no finishes.
You-
Okay, because
what'd
you
you
were on
finish?
travel.
No finishes?
I had a finish.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's right. Wait, we showed this yesterday, no? Last time?
No, it wasn't finished.
It was a whip.
That's right.
I watched
I gotta
it.
pay attention. I gotta pay
Yes.
attention.
It is now a finish. It has sorry. This is Snowman, Bent Creek photo booth, Snowman. This is the I believe it may be the only one. I haven't looked at the rest of them, but it's certainly one of the few that has beads. I put in the
Beads.
The turkey had beads.
No, buttons.
I
They had
put
beads.
Yeah,
on the turkey.
yeah, the turkey, yes, and the tails that
Yeah.
had beads.
Brown beads on
And then
brown
I
fabric.
glued googly eyes onto googly eyes onto the owl in Pilgrim Friends.
Yeah.
Yes,
Pals.
Pilgrim Pals.
Pilgrim Pals. So this is the 7th of the 7 photo
Woo,
books
woo,
that I'm doing.
congratulations.
Thank you.
You are a winner here,
I
Shelia.
tell you,
Man.
I feel as if I've run the gauntlet.
Well, that's the whole. You've done whole seasons.
Yeah.
1 year.
In 1 year. Yeah, so I'm very happy, very proud to have that finished.
Nice.
Yes, yes.
That's good.
Very, very, very happy.
Nice.
Okay, so
Super cute.
let's do whips.
Whoops.
You
Okay,
wanna go first?
I'll go.
Yeah.
All right. So, while I was out for 2 weeks, I took this one with me. It's Swing Santa. I didn't like it on the sparkly and then the size, so I restarted it
Here.
on 36 count with.
What is this
Seraphim
fabric?
This is from Seraphim. It's Mayday, I believe.
Gotcha.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
And what is this fabric?
I have no idea. It's sparkly from hell. I mean, it's nice, but it just it kills my eyes because it changes the squares
Yeah.
to like octagon things, and I can't find my spot, and
Oh, okay.
it
It wasn't fun.
It wasn't fun. It wasn't for me at the time.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then my other whip,
That's pretty nice.
because I worked on this the first day, and I said, you know what, I really want to work on this guy.
Nice.
So I
That's
got
Krampus,
all the stitching done on him. That's Krampus.
Look at his face.
Yeah.
Ooh, wee.
And now for a ton of back stitching.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's amazing now. He's almost a full coverage
Yeah.
because you can see definition without the back stitching.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's blended threads. Thank God it was DMC because I would do like 4 stitches and then throw away the thread. It was just.
Oh.
I know the maids at the hotel were probably like, "What the heck is going on?" Because I would go down for breakfast, and on my way back up to the room, I would see, "Oh, there's red thread all." I had a thread trail.
Oh no.
It was all me or whatever. So
Wow.
then
Oh,
when
is
they
that
were,
he's carrying coal?
yes, he gives
Oh.
he gives all the bad kids coal.
So,
That's so much fun.
underneath the bag, is that lumps of coal that have fallen
I
out
would
of the
hope
Yeah,
so.
coal's falling out here. He's got a piece of coal in his hand,
Okay.
and then there's a little rat. See my little rat?
That's a rat? Oh my
Look at that cute
goodness.
little nose.
Oh, you guys should see this up front.
So
in
that's the
person.
back stitching. That's where the back stitching will help. a
Yeah,
lot.
once the back stitching goes in there, because there's like a patch on his sleeve and everything.
This is talent.
Lena Lawson is an amazing
Wow.
designer.
Yes.
She drives
She's
you
amazing.
through living nightmare.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
the
but the results. I mean, this is the
fantastic.
second one I've done of hers. The first one was Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
The scarecrow
The-
pumpkin head on the
yes.
letter T.
Yes.
And I've got a ton of her stuff. I fell in love with buying it. It's just a lot of work to
Are you
stitch.
gonna put her in the contest next year?
Put him?
Yeah.
No, because he's not Halloween. I know my
Your
wheelhouse.
niche.
So that's all my whips.
Okay.
All right.
EJ, your whips.
Well, I'm still working on ABC Halloween by Jardin Privé.
There we go.
And what I worked on, as you can't see, is the skeleton. You can't see nothing. But trust me, it's there and it's holding 31X.
Yeah, he's in the white spot.
Yeah.
Are you going to backstitch him? So we can
I
see
wasn't
it?
going to, but I guess I may have to.
Well, I mean, you
Like
Hold it up again.
Like a brown, but you can't. You see it? Can you see it? He's doing this little dance.
Yeah, I think what you could do is maybe up under it, like a shadow line, not all the way around it, but like up under on the bottom
Well,
half.
half stitches.
No,
Yeah, like
just
on his
backstitch
feet and
the
under
bottom.
his arms,
Yeah, maybe.
or hers. It could be a her.
Could be a her.
Don't
Yeah.
know. Can't tell with the skeleton.
No, but I did this for School of Magical Stitches and Literature. We had to do something that was stunned, and this little skeleton got stuck in that position because this spider stunned him. So he was scared. So he's like, "Wait a minute, I can't move."
Can't move or he's gonna sting me.
Yeah. So that's that. And then another homework, so that was 200 stitches. Then I have to do another 200 stitches on something that is in midair. So this bat is in midair because it's not connected to anything.
Yeah.
Also, this ghost that I'm stitching right here.
Well, at least he's in the darker spot. You're gonna be able to see him.
This ghost right here. This ghost right here is suspended in midair.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah. And then also I'm going to use the skeleton. I'm going to do another set of 200 stitches because the skeleton is in pieces. So I'll have to stitch something in pieces, something that could be in pieces. So that's the skeleton.
Why not just do her legs?
Whose legs?
The witch's legs, because they're separate. The hat's up here and she's in pieces.
Oh, that works too. Yes, that works
Something
too.
that's actually in pieces.
That works.
I'm only staring at the photo, so I'm kind of like, well, that doesn't make sense.
Also, I can do another set of 200 stitches, so that's going to be a total of like 400 stitches.
Yeah.
No, a total of 800 stitches.
Okay.
On this, because my Patronus is a mink, M-I-N-K. It looks like a weasel type deal.
Okay, that makes sense.
Does it now? So my Patronus is a mink, and minks are tricksters. Pay attention, please. It's okay when you and I do it. It's not okay when you and Judith does it.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, right. So minks are tricksters, and you do trick or treat on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a set of 400 stitches. Boom, right here.
Okay.
And then we have another homework where we have to do 200 stitches on red metallic and beads, and I don't have that, and I don't think I'm gonna be looking for that either.
Could have used you on doing all that.
No. And then I started my hay. If you look up, you will see the picture.
Insert here.
This is big time.
So
If you look really close, you might see some stitches. Right there.
I did my first 10 by 10 is 100. So right there.
And that's over one?
That's 25 count, 1/1.
Wow.
Yes. It's awesome. I like it.
How many colors in that?
Four
Four
colors on a
And
10
that
by
purple
10
square.
grid. On
Okay.
that purple. You have a little gray, you have a little pink, you got mostly pink and a little bit of purple, but it looks purple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine? So I'm having fun, and she's A New Day by Lee Bogle, and it's a mini. It's gonna be like a 10 by 13, something like that.
So
So tell me.
we did the math today.
Yes, we did the math today.
And we figured out that at 100 stitches per day,
Yes.
it would take each 83
No. It'll take me 22 years
22 years
to finish.
to finish.
If I did 100 stitches a block a day.
But this block's not even finished.
It is finished, sir. But it took me 3 days to do that block.
Oh.
I started
Yeah.
August 1st.
It's full.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm what
So
do you
this
call that
you
thing?
start August 1st,
Yes.
and you're 200 stitches for yesterday. You're 100 stitches from yesterday. We're already 2 days behind. 2
Yes.
days behind.
So
I don't
it's-
know what today's date is. I'm
Today's the
confused.
3rd.
Today's the
Oh, okay.
3rd? Yeah, I started August 1st. And I just
We lost
finished
2
my
days.
first 100 stitches. And I wanted
5 years.
to so it's gonna take a little bit.
Good.
How long did Merman take again?
Oh gosh.
9 months.
Okay.
Merman is something else. I wanted to show you how I park. Somebody was interested in knowing how I parked. Sorry, hold on. Let me. Okay, here it is. What I did was the green. No, is that green?
It's orange.
The orange.
I was going with it.
The orange are completed. The orange are completed stitches, and the yellow is where I parked the stitches.
It's
So-
in the next spot where that color is supposed to go.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what. Yes, correct. So when I pick up my tablet and my stitching, I know exactly where my parked thread is and what symbol it. Because you know, pink and pink and pink, they all look alike.
I can't keep them straight.
Yeah. So this is a great way of.
Tracking your parking.
Thank
Okay.
you so much. Tracking my parking. That is. Oh wait, and then today.
It's in the bag.
Oh my goodness! It looks like a carousel of floss. 90 floss, and Shelia and Randy helped me
Bag 'em.
bag and tag them.
Bag and
Yeah. Oh my
So
god.
yeah, so this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. I keep telling myself that.
Yeah, it is.
Yes,
It is.
it's using floss.
It's just not it's not, seriously, it's not a travel project. It's not a cupboard
No.
project. You really need to be set up, comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
And
lots
take
of
your
drink
time.
and food so you can stay in one space and stitch
Take your time.
for days.
I'm so excited. All right, so those are my whips.
Okay. I have, actually I have 3 whips. One whip I cannot show you. It is the pre-work for a class that I'm taking at Needlework Galleria in September with Kathy Haberman.
Ooh.
And I didn't get permission to show it in advance, so I can't show it. So I had 3 whips this week. And I forgot to bring the magazine. This is from the 2015 Christmas ornament issue of Just Cross Stitch. It's called Peace. And there are a couple of Quaker style flower urns on each side of the house. Peace at the top. It's very pretty.
Is it all in red or is
It's
it
all in red.
Okay, so it's like red work.
It's like red work. Yes, yes. And this is 321, DMC 321 that I'm using.
Okay.
And the fabric is left on there, Crystal Pewter
Okay.
by Picture This Plus.
Interesting. It because of the red, it gives it a green tone. Or is it just
Yeah.
the fabric looks green, but it's
It's gray.
Gray.
But when I'm looking at it back here, I can see. As long as the red's not there. It's,
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
That's weird.
And
Nice.
And she stitched up the house pretty quickly,
very quickly.
and it's gonna go by real nice.
Yeah.
It will,
Quickly.
but it's
Yeah.
got to go on hold
Mhm.
for a little bit till I finish my pre-work for my class.
Yes.
My second whip, and I was so happy, so thrilled, so excited. I cannot tell you how happy I was on the 31st
Yes.
of July.
Yes.
I picked up
Whoop, whoop.
Halloween Town
Boom boom.
Wow.
by Raise the Roof. It had been quite a while
Yeah.
since this one had come out to play. I carried the bottom.
Here's a pointer.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Pull it back.
I carried this bottom over to almost the end of the page,
Mm-hmm.
and worked on the purple house. There was only a couple of parts of the roof and maybe one line of the building itself that was there.
Okay.
So
And for everyone who wants to stitch this, I've got some great
Oh,
news.
yes.
If anyone's watched Kitten Stitcher,
Yes.
she's re-released this pattern.
yes,
And again, it's for charity.
yes,
It's just a
And-
PDF.
Christmas Town
Christmas Town.
and Halloween.
And well, Halloween Town has just been released
And
on her page. I
Yeah.
don't know if Christmas Town is still available.
Christmasland?
Christmas Land.
Mm.
I don't know. But I know she said this one has been re-released and the money's all going to her animal shelter charity.
yes,
So
yes,
I know there was a couple people that asked about it when I stitched it
Yes.
a while ago. And
Yes.
so
I picked up a hard to find Rosewood Manor family reunion chart from those that people have donated for her to sell.
Yes.
oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, she sells
Yes.
those patterns too.
Yes, and so Halloween Town is on R&R Productions Winter Brew, 36 count. I'm stitching it 1/2. It's with the kitted silks.
Yeah. And I did mine. The purple
Mm-hmm.
is just enough to do that house.
Yeah,
I
so-
had like this much left.
Okay.
So don't rip anything out.
No
no
mistakes. No mistakes.
I was like looking at the last minute.
Well, you technically had a start, EJ. Your
Oh, yeah.
Paid was a start.
My Haid was a
It's
start.
Now with
and my swinging center was a restart.
restart.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
Very
Yeah.
good. So
Nice.
want to talk about our upcoming SAL, Rosewood Manor
Yes.
SAL?
Yes.
Okay. So most of you are aware, August 15th, we're starting the Rosewood Manor SAL,
Correct.
hashtag Rosewood Manor SAL.
Correct.
And our featured chart is Rosewood Manor Autumn
Autumn
Quaker.
Quaker.
But you can use any Rosewood Manor that you would
Right.
like to stitch
Right. Yeah, it's all inclusive.
We're calling that the featured chart.
Yes.
And thank you everybody who has who went to Annie's and took advantage of the great sale that she offered in support of this sale.
Yes.
And for Karen Kluba
Yeah.
for just being Karen
Great.
Kluba.
And I wanted
being
to
great
thank
Karen.
everyone that bought a Gabbron bag in support of this. Ronnie had made so many bags. he lost count. He's a nut. But he's my nut.
Well, EJ and I get to share it one day a week.
So
Yes.
this chart is charted with the Valdani threads.
Yes.
And Shelia went through all her Victorian model sampler threads.
My Victorian
and
model sampler
stash.
threads, and I've done a conversion
Boom, boom, boom.
using Victorian model sampler.
Yeah.
Um,
These are really close, really great. I think the Valdanis are a little bit more variegated, but I think the tones are awesome.
yes,
Nice.
I'm very
Tone was
pleased,
great.
very happy with the Victorian model sampler conversion.
Yeah.
And I want to thank Nancy Turner
Yes. Oh my
for
God,
her
how
help,
awesome.
because I had a couple of colors of the Valdani that for which I did not have a good conversion in my collection. I reached out to Nancy and she was incredibly helpful and supportive in helping me to identify other threads, and so those have been incorporated. And I'm looking forward to her upcoming sale to see what comes in. So there may be some threads even in some of her new issue that will be
And,
great.
and in the below, we can put your charter list of
Yes,
the colors,
we can.
because a lot of people use Victorian Motto,
Yes.
and they probably have the same stash, or
Yes.
I
Yes.
doubt they have more,
Yes.
but they probably have the same stash as you.
Yes.
Just keeping it real. She loves them.
Monster.
That's
man.
not shade. It's
Oh
positive
my
shade.
goodness! Is there such thing as positive shade? That
That's
would be
what I
called
call it.
sunlight.
Positive shade.
What did
so
he call
supportive.
sunlight?
I'm shining on you.
Yes, you are. Thank you very much. I think.
And
You think, right?
Well, and I had a question. Someone had asked me, how would you start this?
Ooh,
Okay.
very careful.
And I'm normally a center starter stitcher all the time.
Oh,
But because this thing is multiple pages, and it's actually seems like it has a starting point here. You know, so I think I'm going to just bring my 3-inch gauge
yes.
and just bring it in 3 and just stitch it.
I would.
in the-
I
in the
definitely
top.
am starting
Just-
in the top.
So
of
that way I can
that
do a
point.
page at a time because there's multiple pages.
Yes.
And I think it'd be easier than try to figure out where the center is on multiple pages.
Exactly.
Yes.
But
Exactly.
9 times out of 10, I'm a center starter, but when there's like the merman, I started in the top.
Yes.
Because I couldn't. Why would you?
Well, there's a definitive
Yes,
edge.
Right.
yes.
There's a,
Yeah, because
so
normally there's nothing in the edges, so it's like how would you
count
start?
over. Or,
Yeah.
yeah. And I've started actually in the very middle of a piece, like in the top in the middle, because that happens to be where the beginning of the first motif or piece of the chart.
Some charts.
Yeah, like right in the middle. But if you count down 3 inches down and you're right smack in the middle, boom,
There you
Yeah.
are.
there you are.
So you really got to look at your piece and try to see what works best for you.
You know what I
But-
say, and I
I
go
mean-
boom.
But I mean, you could start in the center if you really wanted to go through the pages and find the center. But I think for the ease, since we bought the fabric that she called out for in the kit,
Yes.
so it's a fat half, right?
Yes.
On
Yes.
28
Yes.
count, it might as well just start 3 inches in. It's
Yes.
gonna be there.
Yes, yes. And I'm stitching mine on 36 count colonial parchment, and I will be stitching it one floss thread over 2 fabric threads.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So I got the called for 28 count, which tells you to use 3 strands of the Valdami
Yeah.
No, off the roll.
off the roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try that for a couple of X's. I'm thinking it might be too puffy for me, and I might just lose that one thread. I mean, you're gonna you'd lose it. It's really not lost because if you stitched it with 3 and you didn't like the look of it, just taking it off and tossing it, you're not losing anything.
Well, you're losing a third of your thread.
But if I don't like the way it looks,
I'm just pointing
Yeah,
out,
I mean-
you're losing a third of your thread.
Well,
I'll see.
Yeah,
I see how it
Yeah,
feels, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
well,
All
then
right.
Deb is stitching hers.
With 3.
Yeah,
Well,
do you think
it
it's
looks
fluffy?
great.
I
You
didn't
don't
really.
remember.
I didn't
Ever
really
looked at it
remember.
for that
Okay.
purpose?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so want to talk about haul? I
Yes.
see Gary has some haul.
Jeez,
Let's
Gary.
talk about your haul, Gary.
All right. So Gary, I went to a couple of places. There's not that many places in California, but there's a lot of needlepoint. There's a lot of needlepoint shops, and this one needlepoint shop I went to was called Needlepoints Limited, and they had one little bookcase of charts. Which, if you're looking for interesting charts, I mean, I found an older Blackbird design. I love this one.
Oh.
2 birds.
Oh,
And
What kind of design is that?
I don't know. I think it's like modern.
It's modern.
Gary doesn't do prim.
Mm-mm.
Just so
Or
you
samplers.
understand.
Or samplers, but you see AB.
No. I could change those. I could make that a wedding. What's it called?
No, announcement.
Yeah, wedding announcement. Why not? I don't know. 2 birds in a house. Looks like a wedding announcement to me.
Sure.
Okay, so it's
Sure.
a sampler.
Oh, announcement.
It's a sampler.
anyway, I thought these were really cool, and so that's the one. And she had a lot of
Very
other Blackbird design patterns, and she had a lot of Hardinger,
Hardinger.
and then some other older things I just didn't recognize. But I
Sure.
mean, if you go into the needlepoint shops, they may have 1 or 2 patterns
Yes.
of something that we haven't been looking at.
Yeah.
And then I hit the mother load.
The mother
Because
load.
after spending the day with the ladies, the California
Boom, boom.
Stitchers
Okay.
at Panera, and they told me, well, you need to go to Mari Pat's.
Oh.
But it didn't come up in my selection because I always put in cross stitch shops next to me, near me,
Yes.
and it gives, of course, Joann's, Michael's. Those aren't cross stitch shops, but they come up.
Yeah.
And then I have to look, and then it pulls up a lot of needlepoint shops, and then so I'm like trying to figure out. And so when I just kept going down by the page, and eventually this one came up. It was really close to me too.
Oh.
Nice.
So this is her card. She's a really nice lady. She's been in business like 37, 38 years, like Karen.
Oh, wow.
So some good history there. And she had some really great patterns. She does needlepoint also, but mostly
Okay.
a lot of cross stitch.
Uh-huh.
So I got some Halloween stuff. Go figure. I got this one. I finally got it.
Nice.
It's my pretties. I want to do that little witch there with that you put on an Altoid tin,
Uh-huh.
and it says "Take one, my pretty." So that one was really cool. And then I got this birds of a feather because they're getting harder and harder to find.
Yes.
So I kind of winced on this one. Said, maybe I like it, maybe I don't. But I took it anyway because she had one there that I really, really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It was a sample on the wall.
Oh,
The samples on the wall,
yeah.
and she didn't have it.
Oh.
So it's called Poor Jack, Poor
Oh.
Gary. So I have a picture of it. So it's my new unicorn.
Okay, so that was a consolation prize?
That was a consolation. I better get it since I
Yeah.
kind of like it. I might not.
Yeah.
You're like, maybe I'll get it later, but then I
Yes.
said better not. And then I'm on this strawberry kick because of Needlework Galleria. So I picked up the Valentine's Day one. This is all linen because I was thinking of doing the 40 count silk gauze one.
Yes.
And we opened up the package and we read it, and it said all of the backfill, all this plain color here, you have to stitch it on the gauze.
Oh,
Like,
you're not a
nice.
gauze
I
fan.
said, nope, not a gauze fan. And then this is another great one right here.
Wow.
This is a book called Merry Halloween, and there's 4 patterns in this book.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, there's this one here, which is the Witch's Pen Keep.
Who is this by?
Stacy Nash.
Oh, Stacy Nash.
Should I say the last of her name of her company?
Stacy Nash Primitives.
Yeah, they're kind of modern.
Yeah, kind of
And then there's
Ooh,
okay. So it's actually called Dreaming of Halloween is what the witch is.
nice.
All right, and then the next one is, let's pull out the patterns. Is
Eliza Ann?
yeah, Eliza Ann. It's like an urn with
It's a
a
pin
bat
keep.
thing, pin
Yes.
keep thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this one right here. This one did it.
You
This
can't
one right there.
see it
You
really
can't see
well.
it? I'll
Yeah.
read it to you. It says, "Come, mortal man, cast an eye. Come read your doom, prepare to die."
Yeah.
It's
And-
called Read Your Doom Pin Keep.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. And then there's this is the only dud for me. It doesn't stick to me.
It's not a
I mean,
not a dud.
It's like a
It just
boot.
wasn't
I don't
your
get it.
cup of
I don't
tea.
know.
You don't get it?
It's a blue boot with, I
What
don't
is it
know.
called?
You do stockings.
Old black boot a pin keep.
don't
But it's
know.
not black.
You do stockings.
It looks
What's the
it's
difference?
not for me. There's nothing there. Anyway,
Anywho,
I love the book.
yes.
Yes.
And then she actually had the re-released Uncle Sam
Oh.
from Lizzie
Liberty
K.
Sam.
Liberty
Oh.
Sam with all with the buttons and the little flag and everything. So
Oh,
it's
yeah?
the stand up, the chart. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It was re-released and she had it in the shop. So I'm like, I didn't know shops was getting it, but
Yes.
I said, okay, I'll take it. And then today in the mail, I got a gift from Nancy's Needle Nerds. Thank you, Nancy. Got me this little witch's hat here.
Nice.
Yep, it says "Eat, drink, and be scary."
Very cool.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
And then we got more haul.
Oh,
It's been
been 2 weeks.
I got my bag of the month,
There you go.
Nice.
and there's a few of us that got lucky enough, as I say, to get my second favorite color. Because the mini bag has most of the other bags had the leaf.
I think mine has the leaf.
Yeah, yours had the leaf.
Yeah.
And there's a few of us that got lucky enough to get
With the blue.
the blue aqua.
Very pretty.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And then in Disney, you have to be in the club. In Disney, I got all these. And I'm going to mutilate, so don't kill me, Disney people. I'm going to mutilate the pens off the back of them and make them into needle minders, except for this one. This one's my keychain. But we got Darth Vader, Chewie, Jack. I got this guy right here. And because I got that guy.
Oh my goodness.
Got the matching bag. Ronnie just posted this today.
Nice.
Yeah. And then there's more. But wait, there's more. I feel like a salesman.
Yes.
I got my fabric of the month from Seraphim.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
And this one is called Witching Hour.
I don't know.
This.
Nice.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
And I know exactly what's going on this. I'm going to put my Halloween Quaker from Lila Studios on
Oh,
this. Because I had it,
perfect.
I have to lay the threads out there on it, but I have it right now with a light gray.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
That's good.
and I'm thinking, this is going to be perfect.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Because it's a big piece and it's 36 count.
Oh,
So
nice.
it'll make it smaller than what
Yes.
than what I need. And because, Mama Metzger, I put that orange fabric back from Color and Cotton.
And she grabbed it. She's like,
She
oh,
grabbed
thank
it
you.
fast.
That's
But
for
you know
me.
what? Karma was looking out for me. I got my Color and Cotton fabric of the month. I got that orange. Atomic Tangerine.
Yeah.
See, it was meant to be.
There you go. It came to you.
Yep. And that is finally
Woo!
all the haul,
Oh
y'all.
my goodness. EJ, what about your haul?
Woo.
It's not bad for 2 weeks.
No, that's pretty good.
Whew. Okay. So for haul, I was at the cover today, and I don't know who was talking about the Easy Guide ballpoint needle.
Right.
Yes.
These were like the
Yes.
needles that we gave out to our members in the bag of the month.
Several
Correct.
several
months
months ago.
Yeah.
And then they were
Discontinued,
available.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Karen got a whole bunch of them. Thank you, Karen. Cross stitch cupboard.
Yeah.
So I got.
Oh, these are by Sullivan's.
correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So I can't wait to start using them. There's a learning curve, but
It feels really great.
yeah.
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 I enjoy it.
Awesome. Also, okay, so today, story time.
Let me help you.
Today, today, we're talking about Chinese zodiac. So today I found out I was a fire dragon. So I had to get Dragons of Sumatra. It was calling to me already.
Yes. it
And this
was.
just confirmed it.
Yes.
I'm a fire dragon. I need to stitch some fire dragons.
So
That's
what thread are you going to use?
I'm going to use Silks for You. It's going to be
All
red
right.
variegated because it has to be red. And I'm going to love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking there is a perfect red already. It's called Cupid.
Oh, but Vicky buys all the Cupid.
Yeah, she can get all of it.
Vicky buys all the Cupid.
Yeah.
She loves Cupid.
Because-
And
That's
I
her
think
favorite
there's
red.
some lovely reds.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Silks
lovely
for
reds,
you.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
So I gotta see Cupid now. Okay, just to
I've got
see,
it.
just to
Okay.
give me options. So yes, this is my ink circles. Finally found an ink circles that I love. Well,
I've always loved that one.
yeah, Dragons of Sumatra, and Karen still has that,
Yeah.
by the way.
But
I
you can
brought
do
the
it.
cover
You can do
today.
it in like a blue green also. if you're a
Oh,
blue-
red, it has to be red. Fire dragon.
I'm like
Yeah.
Dina. I'm like
Yeah.
Dina. I'm a blue green kind of guy.
Okay, right.
Fire
Well, it's not
dragon.
all about you, Gary.
But she
So
was
that's-
stitching it for me, right?
Can I take the merman? If I stitch this for you, can I take the merman?
Okay, what about the rest of
the
your
merman's
haul?
in my will. Somebody else. Somebody else.
This is not haul. This is stitchy kindness.
Okay.
Yes.
From who?
From who? This guy. He brought me up another pen where I can play with. Yay.
This one doesn't click.
So this is a Harry Potter pen. And it has all the little characters all around it. It's so cute. Super cute. Oh my goodness. So when you have this, and somebody's like, can I borrow your pen? You're like, no. And then you just give them a Bic. You don't give them this pen.
Of course not.
You give them a big pen. Also,
Okay, don't borrow your pen.
oh,
No.
no, she can't borrow my
I
pen.
want to borrow the pen.
Oh, I don't have a pen to borrow. Let her borrow it.
I didn't want to borrow it.
I also have. Whoa! This is
Heavy.
this
This
is
could be
for
a
real.
scissor fob.
This is a for real deal, man. This thing is heavy. This is the Hogwarts. The seal
the
where it
crest
has
with all the houses.
all the houses crest is better and
Yeah.
better sound. It's a key ring. Man, this thing is heavy.
So watch out, your magical stitches girls are going to be after you.
Yeah, right? This is awesome. Thank you, Gary. Thank you,
You're
Gary.
welcome.
He's so sweet. Don't believe anybody else, okay, when they tell you otherwise. He is sweet.
Who are you talking to?
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody else? Shelia?
Yes, I have also Stitchy Kindness from Gary.
Mhm.
Because I cruise a lot, he brought me a Pirate Queen pen that I will also, well, move my fingers, that I will also make into a needle minder.
This one right here.
This one right there.
Boom, boom.
And he also bought me a keychain that's Disney with Mickey on it.
Nice.
When you flip it, you can see the back of Mickey.
I saw that.
So it's like they went all out. I like those.
Yay, Mickey.
Very nice. Thank you, Gary.
You're welcome.
There's like an S. It's an S, Shelia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mine's a G.
Oh,
They
that's
didn't
cute.
have E and J.
Yeah, that's fine. I have a hardboard. Yeah, that's important.
I also got some Stitchy Kindness today
That's
at the cupboard.
Mhm.
Tammy
Oh, yay.
gifted me with this
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
wine
Theme?
scissor fob. Yeah, wine themed scissor fob. Yeah, which
Nice.
is very nice.
What, I'm trying to see, what does it say?
Wine today, maybe?
Wine Diva,
Excuse me.
which is really cool.
Excuse
Very
me.
nice.
Ah,
Yes. Yes.
Wine diva. She's
There was a shipment
You can hang it on your
error, so
earring.
she
Oh,
wound
yeah?
up with an extra one. And I also bought a couple of the ballpoint needles.
boom boom.
But Karen has a
Mm-hmm.
trunk show that just came in
Ooh, I missed
yesterday.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it came in yesterday. She's going to have it until October.
Okay.
And
Oh,
my big toe.
I like their patterns. They're cool.
I do too. They're very cool. So I bought 3 of the patterns because I really do like my big toe. I bought this one, which is Housework, a waste of good stitching time. Yes, it is. That was a no-brainer one.
And they got tight
This-
in there.
Yes.
What's this one?
That one, which is called The Best Things in Life. That's what it's called. Best Things
In life.
Are Stitched.
Mm-hmm.
I like the colors on that. It's very nice, and
You know,
Oh, and they give you 2 color
Look, they give you the
options.
purple.
Yeah, the
Which one do
purple.
you like the most?
I like blue.
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it back.
And I also, this one is called Miracles Happen. Miracles Happen, keep the skinny jeans. I thought that was
There comes
really
a
cool.
point.
Yes. She also has the thread holder.
Okay. That's cool.
What's
And-
a thread holder? What is that?
It's the same thing in ring that you put your
Oh.
floss away.
That's a
Oh,
flamingo.
That's fancy.
Yes, and it's a little flamingo.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, in the little circle thing, it's a little bitty flamingo there.
And what happened to the chart with the light? Is here. No.
Hmm?
Okay, so I also got this scissor
Oh,
fob
okay.
from the trunk show, and I got that one because it has a dragonfly.
Not for the frog?
No, not for the frog, for the dragonfly.
Oh, the frog is so cute.
It is cute. It is cute. The frog theme. And then she also had this. This is called My Big Toe Designs Thread Hopper. So I had to ask Karen what it is and how you use it. And
Oh, it's like a thread counter because
It
there's
is-
2 needles.
it's 2 needles, so you can put your one needle in one point and
Oh,
Count
then count
over 20.
over and put, yes.
genius.
Isn't that nice? I thought that was cool.
Genius.
And also
Good.
this week,
I need to think of things like this.
yes, this week, I'm sorry, I was sitting on top of this one and I really should have had this out because I've been sitting, I could have taken it out yesterday.
We were waiting for EJ a long time, too.
I know, and I was still forgetting that I had all this still sitting there in plastic.
That's shady.
That shade.
Oh, I know.
That shade. Earned. This is my Picture This Plus Fabric of the Month Club this month. It's called Murmur. which is beautiful. And
It's like,
this
it's
is,
like a champagne, no? Or
yes, I would say so.
like
And
a-
this
like a
is
peachy pink
Like
kind
a,
of?
Yes.
It's like a whisper.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe like, I mean,
murmur, whisper. I get the
Ooh.
32 count even
You
weave.
guys see that?
See
Yeah.
what?
The
you,
variegation.
yeah.
No.
But you know, that's a nice color even for the autumn Quaker if you wanted, if anyone else
You
has got
could.
that.
You could. And this is the Picture This Plus Fabric Club, organized through Crazy Annie's Stitching. Okay, so that's all my haul.
That's all your haul?
That's all my haul. And Stitchy Kindness, and thank you, Gary. Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.
Thank you,
And thank you,
Gary.
everybody. Really,
Yes.
I appreciate it tremendously.
That's yours.
Any announcements this week?
Oh, where's mine? No?
Any Garon announcements? Oh, yes, we have our Garon announcement.
That's right, huge.
August
5th.
5th.
Gary, August 5th, Gary is, not Gary.
Ronnie, not Gary.
No, not Ronnie. Ronnie is stitching a bag that all proceeds go to the St. Jude Children's Hospital.
Yes.
The bag is the Notions bag, and it's going to cost $10, and all the $10 goes to St. Jude's.
Right.
Yes.
On August 5th, he's going to drop the bags for
He's gonna
people.
post
Yes.
He's going to
Yes.
post them. Thank you.
Yes.
So people can meet police.
Yes.
On the 6th,
He'll send the invoices.
his birthday,
His birthday.
Yeah.
he'll be working on his birthday,
Yes.
sending invoices.
Yes.
And he wants to give $1,000. But we're
But I
hoping
think it's going to be more because he made 130 bags.
See,
We're already pushing a little bit more.
So
He's
I'm
got fabric to
hoping.
do more.
Oh, he does. Nice. But what we want to sell them out
Yes.
Yeah.
and to give as much money as possible to St. Jude.
Yes.
And this, I love me some Ronnie. And for him to do this for his birthday is amazing.
Yeah.
And the
He's such a
reason,
good soul.
one of the main reasons Ronnie wants to do it this way is
Mm-hmm.
because he found out that when you on Facebook, when you do the donate money through Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
Facebook donates that money in their name.
Really?
So they're taking the tax credit.
Oh.
We're not doing it for tax credit. We want to make sure it gets all to them.
Yes.
Right. 100%.
So 100%,
Of the donation.
and that's why 100% of it all goes straight to them.
Yes.
Nice.
Very much
Because
so.
we donate to St. Jude's every month. We've done it for 20 years, at least 20 years, and it's a great organization for the kids.
Yes.
And so it's $10 plus the shipping
Shipping.
cost.
Right.
Correct.
Okay. Good. All right.
Yes. And every cent goes to St. Jude.
All of it. All
Yeah.
of it.
So for his
except the
birthday, he's
shipping
working
cost.
really hard.
Yes, he is.
He's in there now, so
Yes.
All right.
So, yes.
Okay,
excited.
so, and that was a really huge announcement. We announced it last week, but we
yeah.
definitely
The,
wanted to
the
repeat
bag
it.
was shown. I saw the video.
Yes.
The bag was shown in last week.
Yes.
Yes.
It's got little hands, like little kid hands.
And you
Yes.
know what? If you look up, you'll see the bag right now.
That's right. All right.
And inside it says "Happy Birthday."
Yes.
Okay, so anything else that we need to cover this week? Anybody? Don't forget to go to ncl.com
Yes.
to pick out your cabin. Then call Lisa Mendez to reserve your cabin.
Oh,
with your
that's the
deposit.
question that I saw.
What?
Somebody wanted to know, why do they need to call Lisa? Like, after you pick out your cabin online, why did you need to call
Because
Lisa?
the code
That was the
is
question.
Sunshine Stitchers,
Mhm.
and if you call Lisa, then we get to count you as part of our group.
Gotcha.
It's the same thing, but at least we know that you're with the Sunshine Stitchers group.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So-
it's not a discounted cabin price if you go through our group. It's a standard Norwegian price. But take advantage of the promotions that Norwegian has to offer. Depending upon the size of cabin that you reserve, you are eligible right now for any one of 5
Yeah.
offers
Right.
Yeah.
or opportunities. Also, you get to talk to someone about your reservation,
Yes.
your choices, I think you can, depending upon where you'd like to be on the ship, you can talk to her about where you want to be on an upper deck, middle, that forward aft, those kinds of discussions.
So you can go online to figure out, okay, your price point and what kind of cabin I can
You can
get.
look at the deck, the deck layout to see where your cabin is. You can do all make your selection.
And then say,
call and
Lisa,
talk
this
to
is
her.
what I'm thinking.
So then
okay.
you have to call Karen for the $50 registration fee if you want the
tchotchkes.
The tchotchkes.
Yes.
Yes.
Because don't expect it if you don't pay.
That's right. That's right. We want to make this memorable.
Hey, I just want to keep it real.
We want to make this as memorable for you as possible. So we talked to the folks at the table, and the folks at the table thought a $50 registration fee for tchotchkes and to create memories about the trip was fair.
Yeah.
So that's
Other
what we're doing
places,
with it.
more.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, it's a $50 fee in addition to your cabin registration reservation. Okay. So I think we've said it all.
We've said it all.
All right.
Wait.
Oh.
Who's going to be with me next week?
We will have 2 guests next week.
2.
Because EJ and I will both be out of town.
Yes.
And both will be familiar to you.
Yes.
So Gary will have fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm in charge of the list.
Oh no.
And I'm in charge of editing.
Oh.
No, there will be no editing. You know that.
Don't mess up. Don't mess up. Oh no. In editing. Don't expect pictures at the end. Do you know how to do pictures at the end? Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
We'll do a quick tutorial. Okay.
Is that the same thing as a selfie tutorial?
Oh, that was bad.
Did you see my latest selfie?
It was horrible. We'll insert that selfie right here so you can see how well he's done.
But I did it in front of the glass so you could see nobody else took it. You could see the reflection of just my hand.
Of the teacher. I mean,
the sign.
The store.
I didn't show you all of them. I'll show you the good one. I posted the good one
There's a
on
good
my
one?
page. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. So,
no matter
where you are, the sun is always shining when you're stitching. Bye.